What's going on? Mm. I'm going to go out, then come back in. Sorry about this. I'm going to go out. Winter Rose, I'm going to go out and come back in. I'm echoing. I don't like it. Why are you not working? Okay, this is what is echoing. Oh, Lord. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, this one has to be here. Try to make sure I have a stable connection on TikTok. Oh, Lord. Hi, good evening, welcome back. If you left before, welcome back. Welcome to the live. This is going to be a quick live. I know I keep saying that every time. It's going to be a quick live while the kids are sleeping. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Let me answer some emails as I'm waiting for everybody to come in. Welcome. Oh, I've not finished sending this email. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Oh, no one is here. Welcome. Obina James, welcome. Agnes, welcome. I'm not sure which one of you is still here, but welcome to this live. This is a live about the NHS, questions and answers about the NHS. So yeah, welcome. Welcome. How do we Yeah, if you have your questions, drop your questions. Might as be as if I'm doing a one-on-one consultation today with you. So welcome. If you have any questions about the NHS, just drop your comments here. I'm trying to send out some emails as well while we wait for people. But if you do have your questions, let me know. Welcome. Hi, Moss. Welcome. Hi, Moss. Welcome. So this question, this is about the NHS. Oh, fine. Amazing. Yeah, I'm on holiday at the moment, so it's amazing. It's been amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hi, pretty love. Hi, Sammy. Welcome. Welcome. Just welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I want to do a quick live while the kids are sleeping. So I'm kind of babysitting two children at the moment. So, oh, is it babysitting? House sitting them? Siblings are all in the disco or something like that. So yeah. So I just wanted to just do a quick live on questions and answers and how best to answer questions in the NHS. So I don't know if you have questions with regards to that. I have a lot of backlog of emails I need to send, and I'm just trying to send them as I'm waiting for people. At the moment, we're just two here. We're just two here at the moment, so I'm just waiting for other people to join. But if you do have questions, I can always answer you now. I can always answer you now. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Yeah. Does anybody have any NHS related questions? Yeah, so this live is about the NHS. Questions and answers that you might have regarding to the NHS. I didn't want to really come on before, but I just said let me just do a quick one while I look after the children. And since they're sleeping and I'm here by myself, just so yeah, let me help. Let me do. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Why is everybody coming on and leaving? Hi, Miss Ray. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. You left. Questions and answers about the NHS. If you have, if you currently work for the NHS, I am more. My internet is unstable. I don't even know about this hotel now. I don't even know anymore about this hotel. Welcome. Able to answer you as quickly as possible. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I just sent one message now. Huh. Interesting. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Do you stay on? Do you stay on? Do you stay on? We're going into the interview questions and answers now. So if it's something that you're interested in, do stay on. Hi, everybody. Triple D, Ipiolua, Jula Berry, Michael Capable, everybody, Ella. Yeah, Naim. If you're still here, do drop your hearts, tap on the screen so other people about this live. Tap on the screen, tap on the screen, everybody, so people can know about this live and we can start. We can start asking those questions and answers. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So more people can know about the live and we can have a very interactive session today, like we had, I think, on Monday. Yeah, let's do it. I'm just replying to messages while people are here and till I see questions being asked. If you have any questions, let me know. Anybody has any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Thanks for the gift, everybody. Hi, gift. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Brainiac. Welcome, welcome. So, does all you seven people here, you don't have any questions with regards to the NHS, or you have any burning questions that you want to know? Yeah, I've gotten some really interesting questions in the last couple of weeks. So yes, if you have more that I would chuckle about, do let me know. It'd be good if someone starts to ask the questions. Hi, hi back. Hi, hi, hi. New intake. What does that mean, Brainiac? What does that mean about being new intake? So have you recently just gotten a job, or are you recently have you recently just moved to the UK? Which one is it? What was the new intake? Uh, see at Brainiac. See this. What's that? I don't know what that is. So you need to explain to me a bit better so I can know what you're talking about. I don't have enough battery for a long life. That's the first thing. So yes. Yeah. So how can I help? Everyone should ask questions. Ask your questions because most of these questions and answers. Okay, Brainiac has a question. 1 minute. Most of you have questions that I might have to cover during coaching sessions, but during this time, I do tend to answer more questions than I would want to, really. Yeah. So you have this unique opportunity to ask me questions before we go into consultation kind of mode with me. So your question, Brainier, how do I prep myself towards NHS jobs? Really depending on the role that you're trying to get. Are you trying to get it from a band 3 to a band 8 or a band 9 role? So how you prep for a band 3 role will be different from how you prep for a band 5 to 6 role or 7. So what band are you looking for, Brainiac? What band are you trying to prep for? That would help me determine how best for you to prep for that interview. So Ifeoluwa, I like how you wrote your name. Ifeoluwa. Yeah. How do I land an NHS job? Or probably did you have any link? How do you land an NHS job? The first thing you need to do is what's it called? Register on track or NHS jobs and start looking for your jobs through there. Do I have any links? I don't have any links. I work in the NHS, but I don't have links of how to get you a job directly, as in sending you to somebody that will give you a job. No, that is illegal. And if anyone is caught doing that, that person will be facing disciplinary, and in most cases, that person will be dismissed from that role. So anyone that is trying to give you a job because they're like the recruiting manager, giving you an unfair advantage, if they are found out, they would lose their job, and that is fraud. Yeah. So I don't have any direct link. The links I have for jobs are helping you to write your supporting statement and prepping you for your interview, ensuring that your application form stands out, your application stands out among your other peers that are looking for the same role as you, and you're shortlisted for an interview. Then we'll prep together for that interview. So that's my consultation service that I do on the side. Okay. I hope that answered your question. You just moved in. So that means you just moved to the UK. Is that what it is? I'm guessing that's what you meant. You just moved in. So, yes, it doesn't matter if you've just moved to the UK. So many people that have just moved to the UK do get jobs within the NHS. It's how you present yourself, how you do your application form. There is a skill to doing your application form in the NHS. There is a skill to it. Someone that has worked in the NHS for this amount of years knows about the skill. Someone that works and recruits, shortlists, and interviews and sits on an interview panel knows the skill of how to apply for a role in the NHS. So that's what I offer in my consultation services. Guys, tap on the screen so we can get more people into the room and have a very beautiful session today. Even if it's for 30 minutes, we should have a really beautiful session today. Yeah. So I hope I've answered your question, Ifeoluwa and Brainiac. Um, that allow me to take independent moments. There are no, with the new skilled, you can't bring in your dependents anymore. I think from band 5, I think. Don't quote me on that, because my role really isn't about knowing all the rules and regulations about um, dependence or no dependence stuff. What I really deal with, I don't really deal with the immigration side, truthfully. What I really deal with is you getting your job and seeing if that trust would sponsor you. That's where I really stop my services up to. I don't really go into details of how to bring independence. I'm not really versed on immigration laws. I do understand some immigration laws and all that, but the laws is forever changing. And with the white paper that has been laws is becoming very being introduced. A couple of changes that were introduced this into brought into effect this October. So it's changing constantly, constantly it's changing. So yeah. So that's what you need to know in terms of that. So if you want to know what band allows you to bring in your dependent, I would advise for you to go to the uk.gov website and try and read up on that yourself. Don't let be getting secondhand information, because I can tell you some things here which might not be true, and you would then use that information to say that's what you're basing your information on and what you're basing your decision on. Sorry guys, just bear with me one moment. I just need to just bear with me one moment. Okay. Where is my life? Yeah. Last year in my life. You guys are in my life. You're in my life, Esther. Move away. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, you're welcome, Berniak. I hope that's answered your question. Cover yourself. The kids are back from their show. Yeah. So yes, I'm hoping that you guys would have more questions. You're not tapping on the screen. You're not letting more people know about this live. Does anybody have any questions? I know I keep saying to you guys that I don't like to just be on live without I don't like to just be on live for being on live sake to just clock the hours and stuff like that. That's not me. I want to add value to people when I come on live. So if people are not having questions, there's no point in me being on live. I can be on live actually and just look at your beautiful faces, or look at your beautiful you coming in and out of the what's it called, of the room. But that doesn't have a purpose. Yeah, people as much as possible feel as if they need to know me a bit better before they decide to use my consultancy services. So yes, that is what I do. Yeah. So if you want to connect with me, just send me a message on here, and we could connect and we could talk and see how best I can help you on a one-to-one basis. So, what is the NHS, Darasimi? Oh, I think you must be new in the UK. The NHS is the largest employer of labor, or second largest employer of labor in the world, and the largest employer of labor in Europe. The NHS is the health service for the United Kingdom, where we don't pay for our healthcare services if you're a citizen of the country. So, what that means is that the NHS employs people from all over the country. We have pockets of NHS organizations in every part of the country. So in London, in Manchester, wherever you live, you will find an NHS hospital there. So it's the hospital that looks after you from head to toe, from your start of your life to the end of your life. We look after people in the NHS. So there are different roles in the NHS, from medics to clinical roles to non-clinical roles. So anything you can think about doing, or any job you can think about, we have it in the NHS in one form or the other. That's what the NHS is about, really. I hope I've been able to explain what the NHS is, Darasimi. But that's a really interesting question. Oh, you're still in Nigeria. Oh, okay. Yeah. People that are getting COS, that are getting skilled worker visa, that are working in the hospitals. That's where the NHS is in that sector. So yes, it's just like if you're in Nigeria. So I think like Lutz, like Lautech, I think those kind of places. Lutz is one I know very well because my mom used to work in Lutz. My mom used to work in Lutz, so I know that that's kind of like an example of the NHS in comparison. Okay, what question do you want to ask, Darasimi? What question? Hello, my Renaissance real name is Grace. Hi, that took me a while to kind of decipher. So, what question do you want to ask, Darasimi? Yes, it's still working, but I don't think they are issuing new COS for people outside of the country. For you to get COS, you have to currently be in the country. So you can't be from abroad. You have to currently be in the country. So they're not issuing COS for outside because there are lots of people within the UK that currently have lost their certificate of sponsorship due to the people that brought them in not currently operating, so they don't have a valid certificate of sponsorship. Oh, good, I need to sit down on the floor. Oh Lord, I need to sit down. Okay, let's move this. Oopsie, sorry. Yeah, no, no, that's fine. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me move this here. Let me move this like this because I don't want them to flag my video. Yeah. So, so Darasimi, what's your question that you want to ask? Um, Thanks for my real name is Grace. Thank you for the gifts and thanks for the hearts and thanks for the follow, guys. So depends. So if you're not in the country, I don't think you can get a COS from Nigeria. If you're currently in Nigeria, I don't think they can give you one. It's very few limited that companies are still being able to offer COS for people that are not currently in the country. But if you are currently in the country, you can still get a COS because the government is now ensuring that organizations that get COS certificates use it first for the people that are currently in the UK or are currently here at the moment. They're currently here and all that. So yes, it really depends on yes. Okay, you want to ask a question relating to band seven. Okay, yeah, ask your question. My real name is Grace. Ask your question. Oh, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for sharing the live, Adeyemi Nova. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Which one way is the best to enter the UK? I can't tell you which one way is the best to enter into the UK because I don't have to think about that in terms of coming into the UK. But I think trying to get a job with a company that would sponsor you or trying to come in, I think that's the best way. Or investor, being an investor might be another way of coming into the UK properly. Marrying someone that's even a relationship with someone that currently is a British citizen as well can is another legitimate way of you coming into the country. But mostly, a lot of people do use that sponsorship route. It's not necessarily the healthcare. There are other sponsorship routes that you can use. I think there are still like maybe engineering or what's probably engineering, maybe architecture, like builders and all that kind of stuff. I think there's still some other avenues of certificates of sponsorship for skilled worker visas, areas that we're short of staff in the UK, places that you can that they still offer certificates of sponsorship. It's not everything is healthcare really. So yeah, Darasimi, there's not one way. There are loads of ways, but you need to ensure that you're coming in legitimately because you don't want to be looking out over your shoulder if you don't do it legitimately. Yeah. My real name is Grace. Do I have any interview tips for what role? Band 7. Darasimi, you say what of school? Yeah, you can come with schooling, but know that with schooling, it's quite expensive. Schools are quite expensive and depends on what kind of school you want to do. Are you going to be doing undergraduates or postgraduates? Those postgraduate schools are quite expensive. So yeah, so you would need to know what kind of school you're planning on coming to if you're thinking about coming to the UK to school. And after you finish schooling, you only get 18 months, no more 2 years, no more 2 years post study work visa, no more 2 years post study work visa once you finish school. It's now 18. It's based on the new rules. I did mention that things are changing constantly. This new month, October, there are loads of new changes that are being put into effect. So yes, you need to ensure that you're coming in through the right route. That schooling is quite expensive, so you need to really think about it probably in terms of how much do I have? Is there a guarantee for a job? And also picking the right subject to study as well would help you ensure that you get a job once you finish school. Don't go and pick an obscure degree that there is no job prospects for. Really think about the job prospects of what job you're trying to do for you to then pick that school. Pick that study, then pay for it and come into school. So yeah. Do I have any link? Any link to what? Darasimi, any link to what? To apply to NHS jobs. You can apply to NHS jobs is go online, go on Google and just type NHS jobs and it will come up for you to apply there. Register it and then start applying. So that's the link I would give to you in terms of that. So you're thinking of doing a master's degree. Yeah. So, like I said, you need to really think about it in terms of what master's degree do I want to do? Do I want to do a master's degree that I know that guarantee I'm going to get a job after I finish doing my degree? Or am I just going to do a job? Am I just going to come and study masters just for studying sake so that I can get that 18 months post study work visa and use that as a stepping stone into the country? So I think with all this, you need to really think about ensuring that you are um for sponsorship or NHS. I'm not sure what that you mean by that. Darasimi. I'm not sure. So my real name is Grace. Do you have what role you're trying to apply for, or if what role you're trying to apply for in the band 7, and what trusts are you trying to get a sponsorship or things like that? So yeah, let me know. You're welcome very much. You're welcome, Darasimi. I hope I've been able to answer your questions. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna, good. I'm happy. Hi, Roro. Thanks for coming. Welcome, 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 welcome to the live. I don't think anyone has any more questions. My real name is Grace. Didn't follow up. I'm guessing maybe she left. Um, Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. Um, Let me see. Yeah. So I guess no one has any more questions. I think really depends on the trust. I think Northumbria, which one is this? Northumbria Healthcare seems to be offering sponsorship at the moment. So you can look at Northumbria Healthcare. I have at least three clients that are applying. Yeah, three clients that are applying there at that Northumbria Healthcare, and they are offering sponsorship. So yes, which yeah, if you can get that trust, that this one I know definite that Northumbria Healthcare are definitely, what's it called, sponsoring. So you can see, I can check them out to see if um they're still sponsoring. Okay. Apprenticeships. For apprenticeships, really, apprenticeships, I don't think they do, because apprenticeship is a government fund, is government funded. So if you're trying to get government funds, you as if you are under all these rules, you're not, there's no recourse to public funds. Apprenticeship is government funded with the organization. So no, I don't think they would sponsor you on an apprenticeship level. None in the NHS in terms of apprenticeship. I'm not sure about the tech placement. So this live is about the NHS really. This live is about the NHS. So if you want to know more about tech, this is not the live for you. I'm really sorry about that, Starbona. I talk about the NHS and how to get into the NHS, um, helping people master their interview and also master writing their supporting statements as well. So yes. So what you meant is, yes, I mean none for apprenticeship in the NHS. The NHS offers apprenticeship, but they wouldn't do it on a sponsorship unless if you already have your skilled worker visa and all these, they would, you might be able to do an apprenticeship through them because you're current and you have your status, or you have your what do I call it? hopefully they would come back to you to tell you if they're able to sponsor you or not. And they're requiring sponsorship because of the amount of supporting statement that will help them to write. I will always tell them there's no point in me writing a perfect supporting statement for you and that role, and you submit it and that role is unable to sponsor you because of one thing or the other, and you what's it called, you you just wasted the your opportunity to provide a good supporting statement to someone, to an organization that would be able to sponsor you. So always check with the organization if they are for your visa. Yeah, so that's something that you need to check. I'm really sorry if this